Extended and web exclusive highlights now from the Wright Fieldhouse tonight as Keokuk and Fairfield did battle, each team looking for their second win of the season. An early statement from the interior defense at all 6'9" of Jackson Clark. Fairfield loath to go inside from that point forward. Can't blame them. Keokuk no such problem with Jackson Clark getting his night started. Maybe he traveled, maybe he didn't. He was still credited with the 2. However, Fairfield answering and equalizing from the outside. Riley Perkins there with a long 3. He had a good first half. More on him in a second. Meanwhile, Keokuk going with what works. Off the low percentage shot right there, it's a high percentage tip in from the big 6'9" guy. That helps a lot. Clark was just getting loose at that point forward. Riley Perkins had 3 first half threes, 17 points on the night. He kept his team afloat in this one. Keokuk still looking to make its half-court game work. And man, this is why Jackson Clark is a Division I recruit. 6'9", big body, soft touch, very, very strong. 3-point play the traditional way. Again, still back and forth at this point. It would remain that way for the first quarter and maybe 3/4 of the second quarter. We'll get to what kind of turned this game in a second. Off the Brenton Horde miss right here. Again, it's Jackson Clark so beastly on the offensive glass. The putback through the bucket, the Band-Aid, and the 3-point play yet again. Clark not done. You really can't body him up. He can catch every lob seemingly everywhere, and right here, wide open, the body advantage. He had himself 18 points in the first half alone. Meanwhile, the first non-Jackson Clark bucket, at least field goal of the first half, comes here courtesy of Drake Anderson at that point. Later, more from Clark. As I mentioned, he had the big scoring rush, but this was a 19-all game at the time after Mr. Clark scores right here, tied at 19, and then Keokuk goes on quite the heater the rest of the second quarter. It starts again with more from Jackson Clark, kind of just the easy entry pass. He'll follow his own misses. Third effort makes it happen. But it got really turned around nicely when Keokuk's Brenton Horde started finding his distance and range from 3-point range. Buries the 3 there. Then Tremel Smith had himself a pretty darn good final 3 quarters of this game. Kind of the modified finger roll at the hoop right there. More to come from Brenton Horde. Spot him up and find him when he's open. That guy is just really good, athletic, and cans the 3 at that point. And more from Tremel Smith, who had 17 points. Jackson Clark ends the night with 34. Keokuk turns this into a runaway and gets the victory tonight in blowout fashion, 69-43.